Good evening, viewers, and welcome to a brand new series that I came up with 6.5 minutes ago called Storytime with Jayboy. Let us begin. There once was a loser, a hunter through and through, who could yeet flaming knives until his face turned blue. With a broken exploit, he stood tall and true, and today he brings a message for you. Look at me, guys. I'm special. I can deal damage too. Donning shotguns in threes, or dare I say, even an SMG, not a single soul in the universe could match his douchebaggery. Oh my god. I can't even keep this going anymore. Sully, run the new intro. Alright people, I know the video was delayed slightly and I apologize for that, but I wasn't super happy with how this one turned out originally, so I crumpled it up and tossed it over my shoulder into the deep dark void on my desktop known as the recycle bin. It was bad. Trust me. We're using the Way of 1,000 Cuts today, and you will need Gambler's Dodge. That part is imperative as it pairs with the exotic that we'll be using. For all of you new players out there, as always, here's a quick breakdown of the abilities that we'll be using. Knife Trick lets you toss a trio of flaming knives that ignite targets on hit. Playing with fire stacks on itself 3 times and increases cooldown speeds for Knife Trick. Lastly, the Burning Edge recharges dodge energy while it burns targets. This is literally easy enough for a Titan to do it if they were a hunter. All my friends think my gun choices are about as useful as a lead-flavored lollipop, so I'm going to recommend specific weapons anyway because I like to do things out of spite. You're going to be well up within your enemies' faces, so it's probably best to bring something that can tear them apart, limb by limb, and for that, I've been using shotguns. My go-to is the Imperial Decree. Swashbuckler's damage increase gets a kill chain going, and it's pretty nice, and in case anyone isn't already aware, a melee kill will proc the ability times 5, which further increases that damage chain. A good secondary is an SMG with Swashbuckler or an auto rifle with Rampage, anything to keep your damage numbers up. For that, I recommend Every Waking Moment or any equivalents that exist, provided they drop with multi-kill clip or Swashbuckler. Or, if you're a better player than me and you've managed to snag the Recluse, take that because it's amazing and I wish that I had one. I don't have any footage of this, but a grenade launcher with spike grenades is always king. Now if I could just get one to drop, save for the militia's birthright, I'd be at peace with this game. Make sure you bring 4 Paragon mods, a breach refractor, and a double stack of distribution on your cloak. If you're a good listener, then you'll remember what I said earlier about a circular energy chain, and I'm going to learn you exactly what that means. The Sixth Coyote has an exceedingly useful perk that gives you a second dodge charge. Using this, we can infinitely charge our super with a series of well-timed abilities. To show you exactly what I'm talking about, I've taken you all to my tribute hall because it's way easier to demonstrate it here than in a lost sector. When you throw your knives and they don't immediately kill the enemy, they will burn. This burning recharges your dodge energy, as you can see on screen here. The same thing happens with your grenade. If it doesn't blow the enemies into 17 individual pieces, it will burn them for 3 seconds, and that effect will also recharge your dodge energy. Minus the second stack of distribution, I've been playing with this build since Forsaken's launch right after the last wish was completed, and it is still indeed 100% relevant. If anything I've ever done in the past has sucked, this should redeem it, even though I am almost 6,000% certain that I'm not the first person to use this gear set. Even if someone else has already figured this out, I don't care, it's awesome. With the double stack of distribution on your class item, dodging also recharges energy for your super, your grenade, and your knives. The result is turning this into an ability chain. The cycle continues infinitely unless you somehow manage to screw it up, which would actually be impressive now that I think about it, and realistically I wouldn't even be mad. The chain energy is constantly decreasing the cooldown of all of your abilities, so the strategy goes as such. Throw your knives and burn the target. Dodge roll twice and build your super energy. Throw your knives again, burn the target, put a grenade in a crowd, and dodge roll again. Doing so will charge your super legitimately in less than a minute, so long as you can prevent your gourd from getting smashed into the dirt by an ogre. This works because the Paragon mods speed up your class ability charge rate, which is already being buffed by the Burning Edge. As targets burn, you get extra dodge energy back, and every time you dodge near an enemy, you get your knives back. The double stack of distribution doubles the amount of energy you receive while dodging in combat, and as a result, it is the primary ability in this disgusting nightmare of a hunter build. Assuming you aren't a trash player like myself and you don't get yourself killed over and over, you can rinse and repeat this as many times as you want. Realistically, stats don't even matter here. You don't need high intellect or strength or anything, just clever use of abilities here. Though I do recommend a higher discipline stat since the only thing charging your grenades is the stat itself. The reason why this build is unique is because very few skill trees in Destiny allow for the utilization of a circular energy chain. I did a video on a Liar's Handshake / Thundercoil build that put the chain to use, which I'll put in the end screen if you haven't seen it already, but builds like this are extremely few and far between. They provide extremely entertaining and new, innovative ways to play this game, and hopefully the Destiny community will be able to piece together more and more as the remaining seasons go on. Either way, I know this video has been shorter than normal, but I hope I was able to show you a new way to play this game or provide some sort of useful information that you can use to teach someone else. If you feel so inclined, don't be afraid to leave a like or a comment, or even just tell me that I suck. I've got a new Warlock build in the oven that should be ready to release within the next week, so keep your eyes out for that, and no, I haven't forgotten about my Mass Effect series or my character building guide. So until next time, Jayboy out.